Example 3 for completing the square. We're using y equals 3x squared plus 9x plus 6. Again, we have a leading coefficient in front of the x squared term, so we're going to divide through everything by that 3. That's going to give us y over 3 equals x squared plus 3x plus 2. We want to get rid of this constant term, so we're going to subtract 2 from both sides of the equal marks. So we have y divided by 3 minus 2 equals x squared plus 3x. Now notice this time our middle term is not a nice, neat, even number. So when we go over here to the side, we're not going to get one of those nice, even values when we divide it by 2 or take half of it. We're going to get a fraction, 3/2. And now when we square that, we're going to get the value 9/4. So it does make it a little bit different than what we've been doing in the past. So we still have that problem, 9/4, but it looks a little different than what we've been doing. We do have to add the 9/4 to the other side of the equation. We do have like terms, but we're going to need common denominators. So over here to the side, 9/4 minus 2. So our common denominator is 4. So this was 1. So 4 times 2 is going to be 8. 9 minus 8 is going to be 1. So that's going to give us y over 3 plus 1/4 equals, and then we're going to factor this. So when we factor this, where we took 1/2 is going to be our factor. So that's going to be x plus 3/2. So that kind of helps us to factor that a little easier if we can keep that in mind. Where we took the half part is the factor there. And now we want to get our y term by itself, so we're going to subtract the 1/4 from both sides. So we have y over 3 equals x plus 3/2 squared minus 1/4. And then we're multiplying everything by 3. And so we have y equals 3 times x plus 3/2 squared minus 3/4. That makes our vertex at the value negative 3/2, negative 3/4. It means for our axis of symmetry that is at the location x equals negative 3/2. Our shifts for our equation would be that it is going to shift to the left 3/2. It is going to shift down 3/4. Also, with this multiplying by 3, it is also going to be stretching up to the y-axis by that factor of 3. So these are the values that we get when we look at the vertex form of that equation.